Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bad Signal channel, and today is the day for our first story. This story is coming from me, AA712 Beam, and today's story, we're going to be talking about a customer who lost their fucking mind over a screen protector. This should be a good one. So basically, the story goes like this, right? At our job, at my job, which I work at telecom sales, my company provides this thing where if you have a certain sum, you can get free replacements with the screen protectors. Pretty standard, right? This guy comes in with a phone, right? Comes with a phone, and this phone is normally one we have screen protectors in stock for, right? So he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm here for a screen protector replacement." Sweet, right? I'm like, "All right, let me see what the phone is." I see the phone, right? It was an S23 FE. Um, Take the screen protector off. Screen protector absolutely shattered. Was not protecting this man's phone. Um, so I go to look. I'm looking through all the pegs and stuff to try to find the screen protector because, like I said, we normally have one of them. They're very common. It was a common phone. Whole 9 yards. We sold a lot of them. We tend to always have screen protectors for them. Whole 9 yards, right? So it was very standard. Like, all right, cool. You want to do a screen protector? Let's take it off. Let's put on the new one. Well, the problem is we didn't have one this day, right? Now, that's fine. There's an option to ship one as long as our services, they're working well and everything is up in order and it's just working, right? So I'll pull up the guy's account, right? So I can go ahead and ship him one. However, we ran into a problem. The guy did not have the necessary program to be able to have these free screen protector replacements. Therefore, this means I would not be able to ship him a screen protector because my system won't let me due to that fact. So, while I go to explain this, right? I'm like, "Hey, you don't have the necessary program for the free screen protector replacements, therefore I can't ship one." I was then going to say after that, however, if you would like, I can write down your phone number for you and we can contact you once we get one in and we can replace it then. However, I don't get the chance to say that. He cuts me off and he starts losing his shit, right? He's like, "What do you mean? I told it was unlimited replacements by the person who got it for me. I didn't know I had to have this thing." And I'm like, "Sir, no, you need this thing. I don't know who told you that and why they told you that, but they were wrong." Right? Um and he starts just flipping shit. He's like, "So you're telling me I got to walk out of this store without a screen protector with my uninsured phone? So if I break my phone, who's going to fucking pay for it?" And I was like, "Well, you will." And he was like, "No, you will." I'm like, "Respectfully, sir, I would not be the one to do that. Like, you're the one who didn't get insurance on your phone. You're the one who waited last minute to change your screen protector because this thing was shattered, so it wasn't going to protect your phone anyway, right? And, like, it'd be your fault. Be careful with your shit. You know what I mean? Um, and, he just keeps yelling and he's cussing. He's like, "I did not consent for you to touch my shit. You took my shit off before you realized you had one." And I was like, "That is my apology, but it's one that we normally do have. So my bad for assuming we had one, but we normally have them in stock. I don't get to control my stock. I don't get to control the store stock. None of that, right?" You know what I mean? Like, that is my bad. However, you came in and asked for a screen protector for a phone we normally have. We normally have a screen protector for that phone. So it's very reasonable. Even all my coworkers, including my boss, was like, "Yeah, I would have just taken it off too," right? Because we normally have one. And on top of that, how do you fucking think I'm going to be able to put the screen protector on there? You didn't consent for me to touch your phone. However, you put the phone on the desk and said, "Hey, I want a new screen protector." You think I'm going to be able to do that with my fucking mind? I'm not a fucking psychic. I'm not a fucking magician. I'm a fucking salesman. You know what I mean? Right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So he's yelling, and I'm like, look, sir, respectfully, you're going to have to leave at this point, or else I'm going to have to call the police. He's disturbing people in the store. He's being a disturbance to my day. He's being a disturbance to other customers. He's just all around being a little bitch, right? Um, and it's like, do that then, because if you don't, I will, because I want to make a damaged property report. Sir, the screen protector isn't worth any more than like $1, if that. Like, the cops won't take you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be damaged property, sir. Um, and not to mention it was already broke, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, he keeps yelling. I'm like, please leave. Please leave. Like, I'm not trying to call the cops. I'm just like, please leave. And I'm the only one in the store, by the way. That's why no one else stepped in, because I was the only one in the store this day at that point in time, because my coworker had gone on his lunch break. So eventually, I ended up raising my voice. I'm like, dog, you can either fucking leave or the cops can come and get you out. Like, this shit was already fucking broke. Like, I'm not fucking playing these games. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I exactly said that, but I raised my voice. But I did, stop myself, because I'm like, I'm not supposed to yell at customers. He's like, yeah, do that. I'm gonna call corporate. I'm gonna have your job. Well, it is, I don't work for corporate. I work for a third party, so it doesn't matter. Still got my job. Even had a raise since then, so that's fun. But so then I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to my manager, and then like I called my manager, and then I'm like, all right, then I'm gonna call cops. However, he ended up leaving when I went to the back, because he did not want to deal with the police. That shit was extremely funny. So, the best part about where I work is, if you do disrespect the employees, we can make a report for that, and then the company themselves can decide whether or not they want to keep you as a customer, right? So if you're disrespectful to us, you could also just completely lose your account and lose your phone numbers, all of it, right? It's great. You have to treat us with some type of respect, as we're humans. So I write down the information of the account so we can do that. I don't know what happened, right? Because he was like, I'll never come back here again. And I'm like, do it then. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see you neither. You know what I mean? Like, this is my first impression of you, and you're just a whiny little man baby that hasn't gotten pussy in 3 months, so you're now taking it out on the poor little employee trying to do you a service, but you wanted to interrupt me before I could make you an offer, because technically I'm not supposed to give you free screen protection, period. But I was going to, had he let me finish. You know what I mean? It's just, you gotta wait. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I wrote that down. We did our thing. And then my manager was like, yeah, tomorrow you don't have to come in. You can have that day off. You'll still be punched in, though, so you'll still get paid. So I basically got free pay time off day. Shout out my manager. He's a dope dude. But yeah, no, that shit fucking pissed me off, dog. Like, ooh, man. Sometimes these customers make me want to fucking swing on them and just like fucking beat the shit out of them, because the way these motherfuckers think sometimes is insane, right? They are the most entitled pieces of shit in the world. They're like, I don't want to pay that bill. Motherfucker, you're the one who made a call to fucking Germany, and that's why you got to pay this damn bill. Like, I'm sorry, I can't waive the charges for you. Take that up with customer support. Guess what they're going to tell you? No. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? I'm here to sell you shit. I'm not here for all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole customer care department for all of this, right? And then you want to act like it's my fault when I didn't do you wrong. Either the customer service rep at the other store you went to, or whoever else did you wrong, or you did yourself wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my fucking fault. Why the fuck you getting pressed at me? Like, these customers just be so entitled and so fucking stupid. Man, can't wait to tell you all some more stories, but that's the end of this story, man. Pretty quick little story, but shit get crazy out here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.